You could be missing out on thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars on the table for free money for your startup or small business. I'm Superior Shelby, a 71% successful grant writer and 10-year entrepreneur, and I've helped thousands of businesses. And in this grant series, we're going to talk about what a grant is, how to search and apply to them, and how you can win. Yes, I said win, so stick towards this entire grant series so you can know some tips and tricks on how I've been able to win these grant opportunities. So let's get right into it. In today's video, we are going to talk about what a grant is and where you can actually find them. Grants, if you Google the definition of it, a grant is simply a reward, usually in the form of money that you can get from a business entity, you can get from a private sector, or you can get from your state and local governments. Now, we're going to break this down a little bit more, and I'm just going to give you some information about what you need to know about these grants, okay? Yes, it's a reward, so you have to win it, and it is competitive. Grants are competitive. They are not like traditional lending opportunities like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. These grant opportunities are debt-free rewards, which means you don't have to pay them back. That's literally like my favorite part about grants. And also, there's no credit checks and no personal information needed, like your ID or your social security number or none of that stuff. These grant opportunities simply want to know about your product or service, what you will do with the grant funds, and how you will make these funds impactful to your product development or to serve your customers, right? The definition saying you can get a grant from a business entity. Well, yes, that is true. You have businesses that we use like Amazon, Uber Eats, Macy's, Sephora, even the Apple, right? They all give out grant opportunities to startups and small business owners to show commitment to their actual customers. And also it helps them on the back end with their taxes. I mean, imagine being like $100 million or better company and you don't give out any charitable gifts. The taxes on that company will be crazy. So they give out charitable gifts and rewards called grants, and it helps them out on their taxes, and it helps us have the necessary debt-free capital we deserve so we can start and scale our businesses. Now, you can also get this grant funding from your state and local governments. So what that looks like is like finding grants, let's say, for example, grants for Latino-owned businesses in Miami-Dade County. Grants for women Black-owned companies in Fulton County, Georgia, which is Atlanta, Georgia. Or you have grants specifically for tech businesses that are based out of, I don't know, like Lagos, Nigeria, right? So you can get it from your own local government, and usually it's like paid by like your people that lives in the community, like through taxes, or through other sponsors and donators. Which brings me to the next place where you can get these grants, which is private sectors. Private sectors will be like private investors, other communities and nonprofits that support small business owners and startups, as well as other small businesses that want to share some of their revenue too, because like I stated earlier, it helps us out on our taxes. I give out a grant, whether it's in the form of in-kind services, which is me providing my services for free, or I actually give out some money and share some of my revenue at the end of the year. Now, usually see these grants from private sectors like Hello Skip, Hello Alice, and like the Fearless Fund, which is an investment capital firm. And like I said earlier, they share their income. So Hello Skip, we know that they actually share their streaming revenue with their users and with their like subscribers, right? So they give out a $10,000 grant every month, and also a weekly $1,000 grant as well that serves like a raffle. Okay, so that's really cool. And I'll teach you more about like the different ways you can win a grant as long as you stick towards the series. But in today's series, we're just focusing on like the basics. So let's talk about where do I find these grants, okay? I'm gonna give you my top 3 sites on where I find them. And also, if you are just starting this grant writing journey, which site you should start with so you can get acquainted with these debt-free opportunities. So the first grant search engine I'm gonna introduce you to is grants.gov. Grants.gov is the government website universal for all grants that are funded through the government. And a lot of these grants are actually targeted towards 2-year-old businesses or older. So if you have a business tax returns, you have your business financials together, you have payroll, and you have an actual like proof of concept type of situation going on, And then grants.gov is a really great way for you to find some government funded grants. Now, in order for you to apply to grants in grants.gov, you need to have what's called a UEI number, which is an acronym for Unique Entity Identification Number. I have a whole separate course on my Etsy store that teaches you how to get a UEI number. It's like $30. So you can go ahead and click my Etsy store link down below in the description so you can have access to my courses. Now, the second place that I find these grants at, which is called grantwatch.com. And no, GrantWatch does not sponsor my videos. I wish they did, but I love them so much. Grantwatch.com is literally a easy to use, simplified, comprehensive website that has filters in place for you to narrow down to the best grants that serve in your favor. Now, with grantwatch.com, it is a monthly subscription or weekly subscription. You can pay $18 a week or you can pay $45 a month. Either way, it's super worth it because it's going to give you all the debt-free opportunities that you qualify for. You simply put in your location, so what state you're located in, and you use the filters that are in place that are targeted towards you as the company owner or what's your actual business market. I love grantwatch.com, and to give you a little tip, when you are searching for these opportunities using grantwatch.com, make sure you go ahead and create your own separate grant spreadsheet so that way you can refer to your spreadsheet on a daily or weekly basis and apply to as many grants as you can in 1 month. What I suggest is you apply to 1 grant a day, so at least 30 grants in 1 month will help you out with increasing your approval odds and chances of winning. So the third and last but not least site that I use to find grants and apply to them easy peasy is HelloSkip. Now you guys can visit helloskip.com and you can also download the HelloSkip app. Use my invite code Superior Shelby all together in one word, and you will have access to so many different grant opportunities. HelloSkip is a federally certified nonprofit organization, and they help startups and small business owners have an abundance of funding opportunities. So not only do they offer grant opportunities on their dashboard, but they also have lines of credit opportunities, loans, and credit cards that might serve in your favor. HelloSkip, it does have a team of professionals that you can do consultations with, and you can also do your business plan through them. What I love the most about the HelloSkip app is that when you are applying to grants, they actually have this artificial intelligence embedded inside of its site that helps you out with navigating or organizing your answer. It will give you an answer string, so it'll let you know if your answer is strong enough before you submit the application. Now, full disclosure, I do not recommend that you use any ChatGPT or artificial intelligence at all to help you with answering these questions. So that means do not copy the question and paste it in ChatGPT and then copy the answer and paste the answer inside of your grant application, simply because there is an AI out here called ZeroGPT, where most of the grantors, they will download your application submission and they would actually upload this grant application or submission to ZeroGPT, and it is the world's leading AI detector, so it will be able to detect down to the punctuation on whether or not you use artificial intelligence with answering any of your questions. The grantors want to know your story. They want to hear your clear and concise and compassionate story of the reasons for why you're getting into this business market, what's the problem, how you're solving it, and why you should be chosen for the opportunity. They don't want to know the answer from the robot, okay? So don't use ChatGPT, don't copy and paste, do not do that, do not do that, do not do that, okay? All right, so you know what a grant is. Grants is debt-free rewards that you can get from a business entity, from your state and local government, or from a private sector. It's debt-free, which means you don't have to pay it back. No credit checks, no personal information needed. You don't have to provide bank statements, no ID, no social security numbers, none of that stuff. And you just simply need to use the sites like grants.gov if you are a seasoned business owner, grantwatch.com if you want a dedicated grant search engine to find all opportunities that serve in your favor, and also HelloSkip. Out of the 3 main places that I find grants, what I suggest you guys get started with applying to grants is HelloSkip. Okay, HelloSkip, like I said, it's very easy to comprehend and use, and it's like a guided way of writing grants. So to kickstart your grant writing journey, use HelloSkip. But then after applying to all the grants in HelloSkip, definitely move to the second grant search engine that I gave you, which is grantwatch.com. Okay, so I've given you all you need to know in this video. Make sure you refer to the next video to learn more about grants. Like, share, and subscribe so other people can have the opportunity to learn about these debt-free opportunities. Okay, now I've been doing this for 10 years, and like I said, I'm a 71% successful grant writer. So in the description down below is my consultation link if you want more of a tailored and personalized consultation to learn more about how you can get your business grant ready. Then you can book a one-on-one consultation with me. I promise you, you will not be like, you're gonna love it. All right, you're gonna love it. We're gonna be into super details. I love you guys, and thanks so much for watching towards the end of the video. I will see you in the next video. Peace.